have a reading for you about somebody who is in the right place at the right time and gets some amazing news or has an opportunity that works out very well. This could be you are the first person to see a house when it goes on the market and it's exactly what you're looking for. This could be some love offer that happens as a result of you traveling somewhere that you normally wouldn't have an excuse to go to. But this isn't as random or happenstance as you might think. I do feel like there's some sort of like fate brought you where you were supposed to be. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time, or a lot. And I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box as it's more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. I think we're going to start with the situations deck and see what else we've got for you. What else do we have? What is this? All right, so there's an opportunity that is basically an intervention. I do feel like there is someone, whoever I'm reading for, you're either available to find a new job, maybe you're just dissatisfied with the current thing, or maybe you are motivated to make some more money or move elsewhere. For others of you, this could be, you know, you're single and you're not really like feeling you need to have somebody, find somebody now, but there is somebody who feels pressure and wants you to be in this more settled situation. For others of you, like I said, it could be a living situation, but there's this ability to sign a contract or meet someone new or move elsewhere that enables you to have this opportunity that may otherwise not have been an option for you. Yeah, see? Maybe you're on vacation. Maybe you're taking an unusual adventure because you feel like driving around. But where you had previously felt like you had to stick with a certain, I don't know, zip code or stick with a certain path, now you're thinking a little bit more adventuresome, like, hey, maybe I should move there. Maybe I could actually pivot to that career instead. Welcome back, Redbeard. Hello, Haru. Hello, Rob. How are you doing? Hello, Harsh. How you doing? There's a cross on my bookshelf, so hopefully that addresses your question. We've got pretending and sold. Whoever I'm reading for, I think you're traveling and then pondering moving. Because wherever you've been, it's maybe you've been in a relationship with someone who was faking who they were. Maybe you felt like living where you were was not conducive to being who you are. Maybe you've always dreamt of living by the ocean or living in the mountains or a different country. But there's someone here who's feeling frustrated because they feel like now you can finally make this move after a while of feeling obligated to not take that opportunity. So we might have like a controlling ex or controlling family member. Maybe just expectations that you stick around a certain place. Hello, NK, how are you doing? Hello, King of Jungle, what's up? It's not gonna really freak me out. You got other options out there, Rash. Hello, Kathy. What's up? So we have 8 of Swords in the reverse. And Strength, 2 8s. The probability of that's pretty low. There's 78 cards and only 5 of them have the number 8. And I've only pulled 2 cards. I'm proud of you. Whoever you are, I do feel like you have identified, even though it might be a bit of a difficult path or it might take a lot of effort to make this change, you know what would be best for you and enable you to live the life you want to. This isn't about, I want to be closer to the party scene. This is, I think I need this for my mental health, or I think this would be better for me as far as, the social circle or the job opportunities. This is a choice that I think other people have discouraged for their own interests. So there's this almost like guilt that you have to kind of dismiss because you know that what you want to choose, this is something that is good for you. But it's also something that's good for you to choose because you're actually putting your needs first, which I feel hasn't happened much at all or not for a long time. And this is why there's been setbacks, whether that's professional or social. You've been putting other things first, and now you feel empowered to be able to reprioritize. Hello, Exit. Hello, Sagittarius. How are we doing? Hello, Khalid. Hello, Laura. How are you doing? Does it really? Oh, that's awesome. I bet it's very peaceful. So we have the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. I'm proud of you. I do feel like there is multiple areas of your life impacted by a decision that you're making that makes you excited. You may be looking at a promotion or an increase in what you're able to take home. You may be able to get your own place for the first time. You may be, starting a business, but whatever you're doing, it's in pursuit of something that you want to do and less influenced by what everyone else thinks you should be doing. Interesting. This could be a creative pursuit, but there have absolutely been at least 2 people that have tried to get in your way and tell you that you needed to prioritize the needs of others before your own. Some of you, this could be you're an empty nester and you're going back to school. Some of you could be finally feeling like you can put your needs before the person you married long ago. But the King of Pentacles in the reverse, this is like, I have to do something to get greater stability because I didn't feel like where I was where I was supposed to be, or I wanted to get to a different neighborhood. I wanted to raise my kids somewhere else. There's this, like, I know what I want, and this is a required step for me to get there. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Hello. How's it going, Jim? Well, at least you're more creative with how you say it. I still don't see it. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Hello, Camellia. From Romania. That's so cool. I hope you're enjoying your day. Hello, love. What's up? You as well. Free, travel, explore. This is exactly what I'm saying. Whoever I'm reading for, you have this sense of freedom. You have this ability to choose your own schedule or choose where you go. I want to be close to this because it's my important social community, or I want to be able to pursue this for as far as my career, a certification or continued education. I'm going on an adventure, or I'm going elsewhere. Maybe it's just for travel, but I feel like this is someone moving because there's change. It could start with kind of like how Stella got her groove back. It could start with a vacation, someone doing something, a la spa day, right? And it helps with regards to some inspiration and some direction. I know it's important. It's, you know, I want to be around the people that I care about, or I want to be able to pursue this artistic endeavor that I never was able to, maybe, you know, writing a book or producing an album. But there is a sense that there is improved stability financially as well as like emotionally because of being able to make this choice and do this thing that you want to do. I'm wondering if we'll see the serendipity card, because it feels to me like there's a being in the right place at the right time. But this wisdom card coming out next to harvest makes me feel like you do have to pay closer attention to your intuition, because there are people who want to tell you that your dreams are kind of ridiculous or a waste of time. Hey, Levy, I'm just going to put you in a 5-minute timeout because you are spamming the live chat. Hello, Josh. How are you doing? And how's your mom's doing? Hello, Kavya. How are you doing? Hello, Prince. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Marsha. Hello, Sunshine. I don't think I've heard of that. How are you doing, Mo? Channel. Yeah, see, you're getting some information here that helps you to feel like a confirmation in the direction that you want to go. You know, oh, I'm writing a book and I need to be in a place that I'm inspired by. So I'm going to go for a month to Italy, or I'm going to go to Portugal, you know. There's this need for a change of scenery or being able to make a choice, maybe even just because other people wouldn't make that choice for you, right? Let's get a little bit more tarot. This is tarot of the cat people. Hey, Minnesota Picker, how are you doing? Marsha, I will do personal questions at about 30 or 35 minutes in or after the general reading, with priority to those who tip or donate. You can also donate memberships. Hello, is it Balraj? How are you doing? What else do we have? Justice and the Chariot in the reverse. I do feel like this reading is whoever is the Queen of Cups, Empress energy. You do not have to be a woman, by the way. You made a decision to prioritize something for others in your past. That could be, you know, kind of putting the brakes on your professional career because of starting a family. That could be, you know, putting the brakes on your education because you were taking care of a family member. But there was a stalling out period or stagnation that made you question whether or not you could, at some later point, finally be able to do what you want to do. And this could be, you know, a letter of acceptance and you get to pursue this career or this degree. But this Page of Wands, this is good news. This is like you've got this opportunity to finally do this thing that you were talking about doing long ago. Queen of Wands and the Three of Swords. So the problem is someone here feels that you're being able to chase your dream is somehow a betrayal of what they expect or want from you. If you do this thing, then I have to move somewhere I don't want to go. Or if you pursue this education, then you won't be here to help me, or you won't be you know, able to drive me places. Now, I feel like this is someone who's already asked quite a lot of you. Whoever is, you know, judging you for wanting this thing, this is someone who has already had more say than they should. The Tower in the reverse and the Queen of Cups. It's like, it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how passionately or angrily you say it. I've made this decision, I have this opportunity, and I'm going to go for it because I've already said no in the past because of you, and I'm not going to let you get in the way of it again. Maybe you don't say it that explicitly, but it could just be, you know, I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me by again. If this is my chance, then I'm going to take it. Hello, Salamander. How are you doing? No. Hello, Taurus. What's up? Hello, EWS. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I would agree that that's a good idea. JN, have you ever watched the movie The Craft? It's about intentions, right? Speaking of, here we have the devil in the reverse, someone who does not have the right intentions. This is a person who's frustrated because they felt like they had control over you, or they felt like they could make you feel obligated to do what they wanted, and they've lost that control over you. Now they don't have the ability to influence your decision. They were trying to convince you that you had to stay, kind of like the Truman Show, right? And you're determined to go. No. Don't make decisions based on what you want or where you feel called to go. No. Don't, determine that your life is your own. I have needs. I have things that you need to do for me, or I would be too lonesome if you left. This is someone who doesn't seem to have a very good justification for you not doing what you want to do or what you feel called to do. Ooh, and we're right back to it. All right, then. So don't let other people convince you that your dreams are unworthy or that you should always be prioritizing other people's choices or expectations. The Hanged Man in the reverse. I feel like there's someone breaking a promise here. This could be, hey, I just need you to help me run the family business for 2 years, and then when this person graduates from college, they'll be back and you can go do what you need to do. Or, hey, I just need you to help me with some childcare until I go back to work, and then you can go back to school. Whatever this is, I feel like that promise was not made in good faith, because there's like a rescinding of that, like, no, actually, you just need to hang out for a little bit longer. Or no, I guess I can't really bear for you to quit. There's really no alternative. You would be really important for this business to keep running, even though it's not yours. There's no respect for what this Queen of Cups sees as the direction for their own life, whether that's in terms of their love, can I choose the partner that I want? Or, can I work where I want? Can I live where I want? All right, let's get a few from the Earth and Bones Oracle. Hello, Dur. How's it going? Hello, Oneida. How are you doing? Did I say Unida before? I think I said Oneida. You can tell me if I'm supposed to call you something else, though. Hello. Is it an I or an L? Can I call you Lemmy? Is that fun? We have roots, number 10, endowment, ancestry, memory, legacy, and tradition. This is looking more and more to me like there's an expectation of someone within a family to work at a particular business or to be a part of family responsibility. I have expectations because you are related or because I raised you, that kind of thing. So, I want you to be like a 4th generation doctor. Well, that's cool and all, and maybe I even did well at med school, but what if I just want to be an artist? What if I'm more pulled towards being a musician? There's someone who's negotiating their independent desires and how to negotiate that with what the expectations are from their family or other individuals. We have crossed, choices, stuck, searching for purpose, daydreaming, indecision. I know what others expect of me, but I also feel pulled to do something different. Emmy? All right, thank you. Hello, Batman. How are you doing? Unita? Did I say that right? Unita? My apologies if I say it the wrong way. I'm going to write it down. Cool. That's awesome. All right, what else do we have? Wow, look at how similar this is. We have the portal card, which also looks like it's the tree trunk, right? Originality, idealism, progression, opening, and accessing. Maybe you do come from a long line of people who are really good at a particular trade, and maybe you could actually continue that because you've got those skills. But if that's not what's fulfilling to you, it may have felt like you were not being your authentic self by doing what others were expecting you to do. This could also be pertaining to like gender roles. If people expect you to be a caretaker because you are a woman, for example, or if people expect you to be making millions and millions of dollars because you are a man, there's something here where it's like I have to assert my own desires for my own life because the expectations that others have of me do not take into consideration who I am or what makes me happy. But doing that, being more independent or expressing what I really want is likely to cause some instability. When I communicate what I intend to do, I know there's going to be an argument. Because people expect you to just say yes, or to, not prioritize your own things. But the Nine of Wands shows you saying, nope, here's what I want. I'm going to go finally take care of my education. Or I'm, finally going to pursue that job that I've always wanted. Or I'm going to go move because I've always wanted to live by the ocean. And I know that you might be a little bit frustrated or a little bit mad at me because I'm choosing something you didn't want me to choose, but that's what I'm going to do. Strength in the reverse. There's this assumption that people have made that you did not have the strength to stand up to what other people want from you, really. But we had strength at the beginning of the reading with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. You can see now that whatever expectations others have of you, those are their own responsibility. And if they are unreasonable, it is not your job to convince them that they are. It's your life. Five of Swords and the reverse. So somebody who has been successful previously at preventing you from making some choice or pursuing something important to you. Now, whatever they say or do, it's like they don't have that control over you. They don't have that ability to influence your decision or make you feel guilty for choosing what you want. I have seen some of it. Please don't spam the live chat like that, though. Hello, Sasha. How are you doing? Thank you, Redbeard. Hello, monsters. How are you doing? We've got the Nine of Cups in the reverse, Page of Swords, and Temperance. You're coming through as Temperance. Could mean you have Sagittarius in your chart, but I think more so this is about you finally acknowledging that the way to have a life that you want is to be able to find a balance in what is expected of you and what you want to dream about or what you want to pursue. If there is something that is really meaningful to you and it's not understood by others in your family, I think you've finally gotten to the point where you're willing to defend your ability to make that choice for yourself, right? Ten of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're finding somewhere else, going somewhere else, because you've already missed an opportunity in your past and you wondered for a while, like what would have happened if I had moved back then? What would have happened if I had gone to school 5 years ago? What would have happened if I had, told my family that that wasn't what I wanted to do before I got stuck here? There's this insight that you don't have to do what they want you to do, that maybe a while back you did feel like you had to do whatever was expected of you. This is the Graffiti Tarot. What else do we have? Ten of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. You're closing out a chapter and defending what is important to you, saying, I am my own person. I decided I want to live here. I want to pursue this, or I want to... I don't know that this is really about love, but it could also extend to who you decide to be in a relationship with. This feels more so about where you want to live or what kind of job you want. You don't have to do what other people expect of you. And someone here has been very negative or argumentative over how you decide to live your life. Probably someone you're related to, or a partner or an ex. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Wands, Page of Cups in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who's telling you to reject an offer, to again miss out on an opportunity that you would consider to be an honor, pursuing an education at an institution that you respect, working for a company that you've always wanted to work for, being a professional artist. There's something here that this King of Wands in the reverse is like, no, that's not worth it. You shouldn't do that. And you're like, this is what I want. So they're expecting you to walk away from an opportunity that achieves some goal that you've had for a long time. And it's too much for them to ask. You're not willing to give into that or miss another opportunity like this. Death in the reverse, Four of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so this family member didn't expect you to disobey or to have your own opinion or to make your own choice. They expected you to listen to what they say. The problem is they don't have the control over you that they used to because you've been working on your healing. You have a better understanding of who you are and what you want. Hey, Skimmy, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Thank you, Exit. Just so you know, I have a second channel. It's linked in the description box where I just read from books, and it's not monetized, so that means there's no ads either. It's called Curious Carmen ASMR. We have the Six of Wands and the Tower in the reverse. So they can scream at you, they can get mad, they can try to make you feel guilty, they can try to make you second guess whether or not you'll be successful in your pursuits. But none of these tactics, even if they worked in the past, are working on you now. You're too decided. This is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going. You can't stop me. Toodaloo. Yep. I know what I want, and you want me to reject it, but if that's a requirement to be in your life, then I choose to leave. You can't stop me. So another opportunity, it's something you've always wanted, but also a sense that the world is your oyster. It's not over. For some of you, this is like a second wind or a surprise, like new chapter. Like I thought my life was going to be boring and predictable and everything would be routine, but now I have a chance to change things and do what I want or live by myself or make my own choices, and I'm going to. And it feels like you're being strategic about it, right? I know I need to have this figured out. I know I need to pay this amount. I know I can achieve this. And they're trying to cast doubt on that, but I feel like you're sticking to your guns, so. Hello, SKS, how are you doing? Oh, I hope you find some time to yourself. All right, I think I'm gonna go eat some lunch. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. Hello, Eric, how are you doing? Thank you for hyping if you're able to, and I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.